All right, everybody, we're back with a brand new week of the Cabral Concept. Looking forward to our Mindset and Motivation Monday show of the week. We're going to be going over how to flip the script and rewire self-doubt into empowered action. What I want for you is to understand that every one of those negative thoughts that pop into your mind, yes, they're coming from a deeper subconscious level where you have a fear of success, a fear of failure, an insecurity, an issue with self-worth. And what we're going to do today is start to begin to rewire that subconscious mind to allow you to just be open to new possibility. And once you stay open to new possibility, it enables you to take that next step. That next step builds confidence because you see you can do the work. You can take the actions. And honestly, that is all that is required to hit all of the goals in your life. So let's dive right in. There's going to be 5 specific rewirings here today. The first one is the negative thought, which comes up as the phrase that I can't do it, right? So I'll sometimes hear my daughters say this. I'll hear a client say it's just, I just can't do it. I can't do the exercise plan, the nutrition plan, take the supplements, do the sauna, get to bed earlier, whatever it might be. I can't do it, right? So here's what we need to do is we say, okay, whenever that thought pops up, we know, honestly, deep down, you could do it, right? It's like, I can't eat vegetables. Well, you can eat vegetables. You're choosing not to. You don't like the taste. You don't like the texture, whatever it might be. But we have to think of like, you are capable of doing it. And you are able to overcome whatever obstacle it is. So let's just say you can't eat vegetables. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a few vegetables on your plate and we're going to start with 1 bite. You might not be able to eat all the vegetables, but you can start with 1 bite tonight. Great. That's all that you want. You can leave the rest of them on your plate if you need to. It's a waste of vegetables, but it's, you can do that if you need to, right? So what do? Tomorrow night, we're going to do 2 bites. That's all. We're not going to do more than 2 bites. We're just going to do 2. The next night, we're going to do 3 bites. Even if they're small bites, we're going to do that, right? Because you can do it, right? That's just a silly example. It's one example, but it's the truth. I can't take my nutrition supplements. I can never remember. Well, here's one way. We just put them in a little supplement baggie, and all we're going to do is tape that baggie to whatever you take to work, right? Could be your water bottle that you refill throughout the day, whatever it is. Just tape it right to it. Eventually, you're going to take those supplements. You don't want those hanging there the whole day, right? So that's an easy way to do it. So whatever you think that you can't do, you can. Can't exercise? No problem. Start with the 2-minute rule. You're just going to put on your exercise clothes, your exercise sneakers. You're going to hop on the treadmill. You're going to pick up the weights. You're going to do whatever it is. And you only need to do it for 2 minutes. That's it. Do it for 2 minutes. Get started. That's all you need to do. If after 2 minutes, or you can use the 5-minute rule, which is simply the same thing. If after 2 or 5 minutes, you don't want to do that thing anymore, no problem. You can stop for the day. You put in that time. No problem. You tried it, right? But more times than not, you're going to say, well, I'm already here, right? I've already got the workout gear on. I'm already starting to work out. I may as well finish the workout, right? So remember, for most issues in life, you can do it. There's nothing that you can't do. We're currently right now choosing not to. 1, your why might not be big enough, or there's a fear or insecurity. Just start with the action. Number 2 is this. I will never succeed, right? This is not the I can't do it. It's just like, sure, maybe you could do it, but you will never succeed. Here's the thing. You don't need to worry about this thing called success, right? You don't need to worry about it. You want to become a certified health coach. You want to improve your overall health. You want to lose 30 pounds. You want to, whatever it is, right? Okay, not a problem. Don't worry about succeeding. Don't worry about that at all. What do you need to do to become a health coach? Literally join the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute and open that computer for 30 minutes a day. That's it. Just 30 minutes a day. Just follow the program. In 12 weeks, you'll have graduated level 1. You're already a certified health coach. That's how it works, right? So don't worry about succeeding. Just do that thing each day. Open the computer up, turn it on, press play, 30 minutes a day. And like, you're going to make it happen. So that's that. Can't lose the 30 pounds? Don't worry about the 30 pounds. Yeah, it's a big goal. Don't worry about that. What do we need to do? Okay, we're going to do the 21-day functional medicine detox, followed by the not retoxing plan, right? So the nutrition plan. We're going to start to add in 10,000 steps. If we need to, we're going to add on a little bit more exercise. But all we're going to do is just follow the plan. Don't worry about that. You don't even have to weigh yourself if you don't want. What about the other one of getting healthy? Well, let's find out specifically, what does our body need? What's it deficient in? What are the toxicities? And all we're going to do then is just say, okay, these are my deficiencies. I'm going to replace those through nutrition and good nutritional supplementation. What are my toxicities? Okay, well, I've got this high cortisol at night. I've got to fix my sleep. I've got low melatonin production. Okay, I can fix that by lowering my cortisol. I might have estrogen dominance. So you're just going to fix those, right? Like that's it. And then by fixing your deficiencies, replacing those, and removing your toxicities, lo and behold, you will get healthy, right? And it will happen. Not overnight, but it will happen. So again, don't worry about the succeeding. Worry about the things that need to be done on a daily basis. Number 3 is this. I don't know how. Well, that's one of the biggest ones. Well, I would get healthy. I would lose the weight, but I don't know how. I've tried before and I don't know how. No problem. The best way we think about this is that we say to ourselves, you're resourceful. You've figured other things out. You can figure this out as well. Certainly you figured out things more challenging than how to be able to lose the weight or do this, that, or the other thing. You can figure it out, right? That's the truth. Or here's the thing. Whenever I haven't figured the thing out, whenever I'm starting something new, I literally just ask people, who do you know who's the best in this space? And you might just say, who do you know who's a coach? Or what's a good course to take? Or whatever it might be. And you just start there. You don't have to have any of the answers, literally any of them. You just have to know what you want and then ask the right questions. And that's being resourceful. So you might not know how, but you can be resourceful and ask, who does know how? And then that person will give you the answers. Yes, it might cost you a little bit of trading some money for the course or whatever it might be. I don't know, right? Or reading the book, just a little bit of your time, but you'll be able to figure it out. So there's nothing that you can't find the answer to. So you don't know now or how currently, but certainly you can figure that out within a matter of weeks, maximum. So it just comes back to then, how bad do you want it? What's that why? Is the why strong enough to push you through? Number 4 is this. I'm not good enough. Okay. The I'm not good enough literally is way out of context. And I share this with my oldest daughter all the time. She's like, well, it's not good. I'm not good at that. Or what. You've tried it once. You've literally tried it once. You expect to have mastery after doing something once? And again, when I say this to her, and I say it in obviously a kind way, but she knows it's kind of ridiculous. But most people, they already want to be proficient or have achieved mastery before they've even tried the thing for the first time. So if you have not been able to lose the weight or get healthy or find the right relationship, improve your spirituality or create the career that you want, you just simply have not created proficiency in it yet, right? Haven't got the right coaching, found the right blueprint, any of those things yet. That's it. So it's not that you're good enough. You have nothing to do with it, literally, right? You're going to be the action taker. So you're going to find the right person with the right plan, implement that, about 30 minutes of action per day. You have 30 minutes, right? If you don't have 30 minutes to achieve your biggest dreams and goals, well, we've got to work on the schedule, right? Because certainly you need a little bit of time, right? That's a fair trade, your time for your biggest goals and dreams. And so now it has nothing to do with being good enough. There's no comparison to who? Okay, so you're starting out as a health coach and you're not as good as whoever your favorite online guru is, right? It's yeah, well, you're not supposed to be. You just started, right? They've got a 10 or 20 year head start. Don't compare their 20 years to your first 20 hours, 20 weeks, right? 20 months. You'll get there. You're going to get there. And that is how everyone starts. Everyone starts at 0. That's the truth. Everyone starts at 0. Now, some people, when it comes to sports or music, they might have a little bit more talent in that area, but they're still starting from the beginning. And everyone can get to a level of mastery. No doubt about it. Number 5 is this. It just won't work out. It's not going to work. I hear that all the time. It's not going to work. Okay. Here's the thing. Has someone else achieved it before? Yeah, they have. So really we need to go into it with the mindset that everything is figure-outable as long as I want it bad enough. That's it. It's not that it won't work out. Of course it'll work out. It's has anyone ever recovered from an autoimmune disease before? Of course they have. All the time. Type 2 diabetes? All the time. Lower your cholesterol, blood pressure? Yeah, all the time. Routinely. So it's not that it won't work out. It's that right now you are not allowing in the possibilities for it to, because it's easy to say it won't work out. Oh, it didn't work for my parents. It didn't work for my siblings. It didn't work for my friends. Understood, right? They did not have the proper plan for whatever they were looking to achieve. And that happens, right? It just wasn't personalized for exactly what they needed. But here's the thing. It's an easy and convenient. Again, I've done it myself many times, so I'm not coming down on anybody. Easy and convenient to say it's just not going to work out. Okay. It's only not going to work out because you've decided that in your mind, your mind's made up, you're not going after it, and it's an easy way to say. That's it. Like it's not going to work out. Because of course it is. Because someone else has already figured it out. Someone else has figured out everything that you want to achieve. I mean, again, 99.9% of all issues, right? They figured it out. So whether it's health or relationships or body transformation or career, you can study the path that someone else has been on in order to achieve it. Now, that path might take 6 months, 12 months, 3 years. But then it comes back down to, is it worth it? Because if it's worth it, you might as well get started today because the time's going to pass anyways, right? So that's kind of how I look at overall goals. If I need to achieve something in like the next 6 months, well, then I need to double, triple down on it. But if it's a goal that I want to achieve in life, I just say, okay, is it worth it? Sure. Well, then let's work on it now over the next 1 to 3 years. Like, does it have to come true in this moment? If it does, okay, then we need to work extra hard. But if not, like we can get there. We can progress. All right, I want to give you one more because oftentimes subconsciously, you won't say this out loud, but subconsciously you might say to yourself, I'm afraid of failing. And so many of us, we never go after the health, the body, the relationship, right? The spirituality, the career. We just never go after it because we're afraid that we might fail. Here's the nice thing. This is what I learned a long time ago. You are going to fail. And when I say that, you're like, whoa, that's not very motivational, right? Here's the thing. You're going to fail, but you're not going to give up. Everybody fails. Like my oldest daughter's taking sailing now. When she goes out there the first time, she's going to fail at sailing. She will not be able to get her sail to stop what's called luffing, where it just flaps back and forth. Her boat will stay in the same place or it will begin to drift backwards. Okay, she's technically failed. But here's the thing. Her instructor will pull up next to her in her boat, in the power boat, and the instructor will say, push the tiller away from the sail. And it still isn't working. And they will say it again, push it harder, push it more firmly, keep going, right? And then all of a sudden, magically, what happens is the sail begins to fill with wind. And now all of a sudden, they're moving forward until it begins to luff again. And then the instructor will come and give them their next cue. That's really all that it is. You cannot expect to succeed at anything worthwhile, truly, your very first time out of the gates, because you must start and try to even learn what you need to do next in order to become proficient. So when you start thinking, I'm afraid of failing, failure is feedback. That's all that it is. But not only is failure feedback, the best thing about it is that it's proof that you're trying. So everyone else out there taking their jabs or whatever they say, and again, most people aren't going to, they're not even in the game. They are letting life just pass by. But you, yeah, you might have failed, no problem. You're putting in the work, right? It's proof that you are trying, and every failure is one more thing that you're not going to do. And you learn from that, and the more that you fail, the faster you fail forward, which means the faster you grow, the faster you become proficient, the more proficient you become, the quicker you're going to get to your goals. And that's really what it's all about. So hopefully today you begin to understand is that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. And I'm not just saying that. We went through it here today. You can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. You just have to commit to it, find the right plan, and implement that plan on a daily basis. Hopefully today's show was helpful. For all of today's show notes, head on over to stephencabral.com/3482. And of course, if the show was helpful, do feel free to share it with anyone you believe it could serve. Thanks so much for tuning into today's show. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I want to make sure that you're getting our daily content, not missing out on anything functional medicine, wellness, weight gain, weight loss, anti-aging, living longer, stronger, and all of the most cutting-edge research. And if there's any topics you want to hear, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Take care.